day for the Somerville Sunflowers. And your opening day opponent are your rivals, the Cambridge Carnations.
Every time.
Every time.
Classic Camberville matchup.
That is how it goes. Now, the big question, and I was debating what I wanted to do. I think I'm going to leave it up to the chat. The big question is, chat, this is up to you. Is opening day for the Somerville Flowers a home game at Longstalk Field or an away game in Cambridge? So let's see what the chat has to say about that, and we'll go from there. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of strong support for home.
Home game.
Away home.
Sounds
away,
like
it's even right now.
Home.
Total Square just said home capitalized, so I think that's the tiebreaker. All right, this is a home game. You are opening up your season in the friendly confines of Longstalk Field, which is exciting. Your opening game last year was an away game against the Cambridge Carnations. You lost by 8 runs, but this is a new year. This is a new season. Your team is feeling good. Coach Martinez is very excited. And so all of you are on Longstalk Field right now. And you're watching the whole team is there, all of the starters, all of the shadows, and you're watching the Cambridge Carnations show up and load into onto the visitors bench. So the 4 of you as the infield are huddled in the infield, observing the proceedings and thinking about your chances.
Here they come.
Yeah, I can't believe they have a limousine bus taken to every game.
So cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, their equipment is cheating, basically, in my opinion. It's all about the game. You shouldn't have sensor equipment on your gloves.
Well, Mr. Blatmasters made it all for them.
Yeah. And then the limo bus is just playing that party music the whole game, which is so distracting.
And they're so hype. You're so hyped.
So hyped. So hyped.
They love the music, but they never once play Zlob's favorite song.
No.
Nope.
Girl from Ipanema.
Yeah, the girl from Ipanema.
Yeah. Never do they play it.
They're not.
That's my hype song. What was that, Morgan?
I said they're not bossa nova fans. It's more like it sounds like they're fans of 90s house.
Yeah.
Slobs, do you think there's a way for us to sneak over and to do something with the radio so that it only plays the girl from Ipanema for this whole game?
Then Slobs would totally get hyped out. Slobs, like you do.
Oh, you're putting a bad thought into my mind. I was thinking about being a good catcher and good hitter today, but now I want to do subterfuge. Oh, but what if? Usually I'm very gung ho, but the sponsor for the Carnations, what if they get mad at us?
Who is the sponsor for the Cambridge Carnations?
It's where Mr. Blatmasters is a professor. He's a professor of inventing at Harvard University.
Harvard.
My favorite square in Cambridge is Harvard Square.
Harvard University in historic Harvard Square in Cambridge. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it gets 18 episodes to get to there.
Yeah.
And so the Cambridge Carnations are a powerful team for a number of different reasons.
Yes.
They have an incredibly powerful sponsor in the form of Harvard University.
Yeah, they have a lot of connections.
That they do. A lot of old money at Harvard. Mm-hmm. I like saying that. their coach, Thaddeus Blatmasters, is
Doctor Professor.
Yeah, that's right.
Dr. Professor Thaddeus Blatmasters.
I will make a note.
Professor of Inventing.
Dr. Professor of Inventing, Thaddeus Blatmasters. Now, Thaddeus Blatmasters has a full tenure appointment at Harvard, is a coach of the Cambridge Carnations, is the father of Vespa Blatmasters, one of their best players and someone that you have run across before.
Yeah.
And on top of that is also an official at the Office of Spell Slinging and Eclipse Management, which is one of the Blittle League administrative offices that helps. Helps is an interesting word, but they give certain Blittle League players added power and conduct a lot of research in the protect the world through any means necessary kind of vein.
Yeah.
So Thaddeus
really
Blatmasters
makes you wonder.
About what?
It does.
Well, it makes you wonder, you take down Thaddeus Blatmasters.
You take down Harvard?
I was going to say you take down the Carnations. I think Harvard probably is more established outside of a single professor.
But if we take down Harvard, we'll take down Thaddeus Blatmasters, and we'll then take down the Carnations.
So I guess what we have to decide is whether it's easier to take down Thaddeus Blatmasters or the entirety of Harvard University.
I'm going to go with Thaddeus Blatmasters.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to vote. I know I'm outvoted. I'm going to say Harvard, but it still passes with Thaddeus Blatmasters.
Well,
Motion
did Mindy vote?
passes.
Oh, but we already voted. Yeah, motion passes.
Okay.
Motion passes. I'm voting Thaddeus Blatmasters because I cannot read the mind of a university. However, I can look inside the mind of Thaddeus Blatmasters at any moment. Probably soon.
Thaddeus Blatmasters is walking off the bus right now.
Yes, he is. So he has Thaddeus Blatmasters when he coaches. Now, he's been the coach of the Carnations for as long as his daughter Vespa has played.
Yeah.
And Coach Martinez, so it's Coach Martinez and Coach Blatmasters, or Dr. Professor Coach Blatmasters. The two of them are a study in contrasts. Coach Martinez is almost cartoonishly traditional in how she looks at as a coach. She's wearing a pair of pleated khakis over white sneakers, sunflowers jersey, clipboard, whistle around her neck, visor, not an alien. Traditional. Whereas Coach Blatmasters is wearing a body computer with a lot of augmented reality. So all of the players on the Carnations are linked together. All of their hats have heads-up displays. Their gloves have sensors. Coach Blatmasters is processing data in real time on, again, this like giant body computer. So it's a lot of hand motions and all of these things. And it's really, the advantages there are pretty serious. But you know what? Coach Martinez does not care about those advantages. So the one question is, do you all want to do anything to the Carnations party limo before Coach Martinez gives her speech and you start the game?
Slobs.
Yes, thank you for recognizing me, Madam Chair. Mindy, Morgan, Darby.
Yeah.
I just thought of something.
What?
Okay. I usually don't have plans. This is very weird for me. Darby, you like to fly, right?
Yeah.
You can fly around, make a distraction. Morgan, you got electric baseballs. You hit the truck with a baseball. Mindy Manners, you plant a seed of an idea into Thaddeus Blatmasters' head to let me fix the truck. And then I could play Girl from Ipanema on me.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let's have all of you roll 2d6, and I will ask you in order what you get. Darby, for you, that's going to be 2d6. I'm going to say charm because you're trying to distract. Don't tell me what you got yet. Morgan, for you, this is 2d6 plus cool. A lot of your pitching comes from cool. Mindy, 2d6 plus weird. And Zlobs will end with you 2d6 plus cool. So for this to go to plan, we need to stack some successes here. So Darby, your first up, you need to cause a distraction. What did you get?
A 4.
Okay. All right. So you all get in. All right, huddle up. Okay, here we are. And team. Yes. And off you go. Darby, you extend your brass wings and you begin running across the infield and you take off and start arcing and flying. And Morgan, you're kind of waiting for all of the eyes to turn to Darby before you start lobbing electric baseballs to short out the party limo. Unfortunately, really the moment that Darby takes off, one of the umpires immediately activates a loudspeaker. Now, the big question is, who is this umpire? There is an umpire assigned to this Little League game, as there are umpires assigned to all Little League games. You know of 2. Umpire Singh, who you like.
Yeah.
Umpire Sunman, who, for reasons that only Zlobs knows, wants him dead. Mm-hmm. So to find out which umpire it is, let's have one of you roll 2d6. It doesn't matter whoever's feeling lucky.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan. So on a partial success, it's umpire Singh. On a failure, it's umpire Sunman. On a full success, good news, we get to make a new umpire.
Ooh.
That's cool.
That is a 9.
Umpire Singh. Thank goodness. So umpire Singh emerges from it's essentially umpires travel around in, they're not really tanks because they don't have big cannons. They're more like armored personnel carriers. And so umpire Singh arrives in a armored personnel carrier, and the main gangplank opens and she walks out in her power armor. And you all salute, and umpire Singh looks up at you, Darby, and she kind of unbuckles and like depressurizes her like giant helmet and takes it off. And she looks up at you, Darby. Oh, Darcy, warm-ups are over. We must start in a few minutes.
Okay, just getting a few more laps in.
All right, so
I can fly you if you want.
No, that's all right. I have business down here on the ground.
Okay.
Morgan, can you throw a secret blaseball?
I got this.
One of your tinies?
I'm going to be real secretive about it. It's going to be amazing.
Okay. So, Morgan, when I asked you to roll your 2d6 plus cool before, what did you get?
3.
Okay. So the distraction, the distraction's not working. Umpire Singh is plotting down the foul line in power armor. You're trying to shrink down a blaseball to make it real small. And just as you're about to throw, Coach Thaddeus Blatmasters starts getting like an alert in the augmented reality heads-up display. And the second you throw it, let's do it this way. The second you throw it, the starting pitcher of the Cambridge Carnations throws a blaseball that knocks it out of the sky.
Oh, whoa. That was cool.
Oh, jeez.
The starting pitcher of the Cambridge Carnations is named Rifle Valentine.
Oh my God, what a great
So
name.
cool.
So cool. Yeah.
Rifle Valentine is definitely being scouted for the traveling team.
Yeah. And no offense, but is Rifle Valentine really good looking?
Yeah, they sure are.
Feels like they would be.
They smoke unfiltered cigarettes. They
wear leather even when it's like 90 degrees out, and they don't sweat.
They have beautiful long blonde hair with an undercut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
When you look at their eyes, it doesn't matter who you are or what you're made of. You can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it. And I have no way of proving this, but I don't think their feet touch the ground when they walk.
My eyes are up there constantly.
Yeah, it's you've never actually looked at their feet. Like
never seen the feet.
Never seen their feet. They just kind of glide. Yeah, so Morgan, you throw a blaseball, Rifle throws a blaseball. The blazeballs collide in air. It's like hitting a bullet with a bullet, and Rifle did it.
I'm gonna try to lie about it. I knew you could do it.
Nice one, Rifle.
Yeah, that was very good, Rifle. Wow.
Yeah, Rifle doesn't hop over the foul line because once Rifle does, it's game time. So they stay on the far side of the foul line and look at all of you. Thanks. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Rifle.
Yeah, you can take all our luck. You're gonna need it this year.
Oh, good trash talk, Morgan.
Rifle doesn't even do a playful laugh at that. Rifle just nods their head. So Coach Martinez gathers all of you up. The plans of short-circuiting and then eventually reprogramming the the party limo are absorbed by what are hopefully not inauspicious signs of the game to come. And Coach Martinez gathers everybody together. All right, sunflowers, everybody in. New season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
New season. No wins, no losses. And that's the same as them.
We're tied.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're tied. We're just as good.
We're tied with Carnations.
And you know what? No matter the outcome today, you're all still just as good.
Oh, thanks, Coach.
There are so many things about this sport we love that we can't control.
Mm-hmm.
All we can control is the effort we put in. And so long as you're putting in your max effort or maybe even going past your max, then that means you're doing the best you can do. And when you take your best and you throw it into the chaos of baseball, sometimes your best doesn't get the win.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't, you're going to learn something about yourselves.
Mm-hmm. As long as we're honest and true about it.
Go past your max. Go
past your max.
Go past
your max.
Hey, hands in, everybody. Hands in. Let's get honest and true on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Honest and true.
All right. Coach Martinez selects a different captain every game to deliver the lineup to the umpire. So who is the captain for this week's game?
Mathers?
No.
Yeah, it's Mindy. I vote Mindy.
Mathers. I did it last game. I'm not qualified.
All right, Mindy, you heard him. Deliver this lineup card to umpire Singh.
Mindy, get out of the dugout.
Mindy.
Mindy.
Sorry. Hold on. My shoe. My shoe came off.
Mathers.
Again?
Yeah, again.
We'll wait. It's fine. Just come on.
Okay.
You're probably gonna scare the Carnations if you go out there with just one shoe, and don't let them even think that it's like.
Yeah. Go out there with no shoes.
Yeah, no shoes. No, you're so calloused.
I take off Mindy's shoes.
Okay. No shoes is the way to go.
Yeah. I take off my shoes. My cleats are gone.
Yeah,
Mathers,
yes.
When you speak, try to like straighten your shoulders and stand up straight and deliver from your diaphragm. And also try to be ultra, like, just, I don't know, fake confidence. And don't be nervous at all. Like, be real super confident, and you're going to scare the pants off. It's really important that we get this first note right. So, like, I believe in you.
Mindy, do you want me to fly you
in? No, I'm going to try to walk with confidence.
Okay.
Yeah, go past it, Max. Mindy, we believe in you.
Okay.
All right. Coach Martinez gives you a confident nod, hands you the lineup card, and you walk with no cleats across the infield. And umpire Singh is standing on home plate. The captain of the rival Cambridge Carnations is, of course, center fielder Vespa Blatmasters. She walks holding a lineup card like this, and Coach Singh looks at you, Mindy, and says, "All right, Mindy Mathers, captain of the Somerville Sunflowers. Is that your lineup card?"
Yes.
I believe in you.
This is our lineup card.
You say that, and everyone in your dugout starts cheering.
Yeah!
In Jessu's triangular tank, the little door opens, and a little party horn comes out, and it's just. And Coach Singh takes the lineup card and looks. All right, looks like everything's in order. Thank you, Captain Mindy Mathers.
Thank you, umpire.
I let off a celebratory grenade, a party grenade, aka firework.
Ah, indeed. And you, Captain Vespa Blatmasters, is your lineup card in order? And she looks and nods. And then Vespa turns to you, Mindy, as Coach Singh is comparing the lineup cards. Haven't talked in a few months, Mathers.
How's your skull? From when you screwed that helmet to your head. Remember?
I do. It's healing, but I still have dreams. Dreams I'd rather not have.
I have dreams too. What? Have a good game.
You too. And kind of stiff handshake.
Quick peek in the head of Vespa Blatmasters.
Like super quick peek, no problem.
I'm curious of the dreams.
2d6 plus weird to 2d6 plus weird.
10.
All right. So with a 10, full success, I'm going to give you a couple of options. You can learn about Vespa Blatmasters' dreams, or because it's top of mind for Vespa, you can learn something about Thaddeus Blatmasters.
I want to hear about the dreams.
So, Vespa Blatmasters has been dreaming a lot about getting older, and her relationship with her family and what's going to happen when she doesn't play in Blittle League anymore. And the dream she keeps having is that the only time she ever talks to her father is at family funerals. Like, it's really like haunting. Like it's not a recurring dream because it's different every time, but she just keeps dreaming of herself walking into a funeral home and seeing her father, who always looks a little older, and then the two of them awkwardly catching up as if they had nothing in common except for this. And once this is gone, they'll have nothing.
Play well today, Vespa.
We're going to give you our best. Nothing changes that.
I know that. And I bet your dad's going to be really proud of you no matter how you play.
She breaks eye contact at that point, walks away.
Sorry about the...
You did great, Mother!
Yeah, so proud of you!
Mindy!
Mindy.
And Mindy, you're kind of you turn and like you see Vespa like walk right past her dad, who doesn't even look at her because he's busy dealing with stuff on his heads-up display. Yeah, that run-in you all had with her a few months ago was probably fairly transformative for her, you realize. But it's time to start the game. And I hate to break down so poetic and complex a sport into simple dice rolls, but to determine how the first couple of innings go, it's going to be up to Morgan. So, Morgan, you are the pitcher. You are the home team, which means the Carnations are batting first. What is your approach to pitching this game? Are you going to be using lots of magic? Are you going to be outsmarting them? Are you going to be using pure brute force? What is your plan for beating the Carnations and why?
I will not be using any magic at all, because that's not really the game, is it? I mean, yes, I could destroy their bats.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to. So I've been doing a lot of practicing with the slobs, practicing my direct, like down the line pitch, strikeout looking kind of thing. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for speed and accuracy.
Yeah. Right. That sounds pretty good. Speed and accuracy sounds like a sharp roll to me. Right. And because you're playing honorably, I'm going to give you a +1 to this. So to determine how the pitching today is going to go, why don't you give me 2d6 plus sharp +1.
All right. 6. Wait, yep, that was +1.
Oh, that's a rough day for me.
Okay, Morgan. You got this.
So the thing that makes the Carnations so good is because they're getting real-time analytics from Coach Blatmasters. Pitch probabilities, all of those things. And what's interesting is, you get through the first inning okay, you get through the second inning okay, but in the third inning, they've got enough data on you that they're starting to extrapolate what you're going to do. And the interesting thing is, the first innings are scoreless. And each time as you stand on the mound until Rifle Valentine runs up there. And every time you kind of toss the blaseball to them. And like you could tell in that moment that Rifle Valentine, who is one of the best pitchers in the whole league, is thinking of you as an equal. Despite all the skill they have, Rifle, and you know this, Morgan, when you look in their eyes, you know that Rifle is impressed because you are not using your magic. You are playing this game strategically. You and Zlobs are working together. You're keeping a lot of pitches down, so you're getting a lot of ground balls. Zlobs calling a good game. In fact, after you pitch the second inning and Rifle gets up there, Rifle says, "It was a good half. Good half, Morgan."
I don't know. Did you see the game we were playing? God, I'm a failure.
So yeah, you're all sitting in the dugout. The third inning is where things kind of erupt a little bit. And their first baseman, Canterbury Chill, who you also know, ends up getting a hold of one, smashing it into the outfield for a home run. And all of you are in the infield. And, ball takes off like a shot. And it flies over the fence. And all of you are standing there, this crowd noise coming from the away bench. And it dies down just as Canterbury Chill is rounding second. And all of you hear it at once. Boonk.
Coach?
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 Coach, did you hear that?
Coach Martinez calls a timeout, jogs up to the mound.
Coach,
hey, infield.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
We heard a noise.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Was it your car?
No, I parked mine further away now.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe your car moved closer?
No, it definitely didn't.
Can I read about
Is there
Oh, sorry.
Is there anyone else around here who has the same kind of car?
Oh, Coach, you're sweating again.
Coach,
Yeah.
Coach.
I take out my handkerchief and I dry Coach's head.
Thanks, Mathers. That's good heads up play. Yeah, it's not mine.
Can I read a bad situation?
You can read a bad situation.
All right. Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. I'd rather investigate a mystery if that's okay.
Investigate a mystery.
Yeah.
All right. That is a 7.
Okay. You can ask one of the investigate a mystery questions.
All right. What is being concealed?
One ship on the ground, at least a dozen in near Earth orbit.
So I think you might have friends here.
Yeah.
Do you have a way of talking with them, Coach?
Well, I do, but they didn't contact me first. I think they arrived secretly. Which is not necessarily bad. It just means they're probably just trying to get a lay of the land.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I can't make contact. We've got a game to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach, do you have any advice for us? We're down by 1.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, Morgan, you're pitching a great game.
Yeah.
We know this is a great team.
Morgan, you can do it.
We're 3 innings in. 9 outs, 1 run. That's pretty good. And you know how strong Canterbury Chill is. He hit the ball so hard he hit a spaceship.
Yeah.
Presumably.
A space car.
Space car, right? Space car.
Gotta have a good pitch to have a hit like that. The
Yeah.
better the pitch, the better the hit.
As a high velocity pitch.
And that was on
So-
me.
I know.
I called a fastball there. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. You followed your instincts.
Yeah.
You read the situation. You decided on a fastball. Morgan, you threw a great fastball.
I know that we're playing an honest and true game. And I'm going to reach over to Morgan and I'll pat her on the shoulder and say, Morgan, you're feeling very confident about this game, aren't you?
I'm going to look at her and say, Mathers. No.
I'm going to help Morgan feel confident about the game.
Keep in mind exactly what you're doing.
Uh-oh.
I look deep into Morgan's eyes and I say, confidence.
Okay, Mindy, you are using your new U power on Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 2d6 plus weird.
Uh-oh.
8. Oh, plus weird. 10.
Okay. Morgan, you are in a unique situation here because unlike all of the billions of other people and monsters and creatures that occupy this earth, you know what Mindy is doing right now. Which means that instead of confidence being an order, it is a suggestion. Yes. Which means this: you can choose to shrug it off and travel the emotional road you want to this game, or you can choose to let that confidence wash over you. And either way is fine, but it's up to you.
Either way is fine.
Sorry, Mathers. Shrugging it off.
And you do. And it's like you feel the warmth of the suggestion floating in front of you, like the heat coming off a slice of pizza right out of the oven, or a nice warm blanket after a cold practice.
It's okay either way. Since Morgan shrugged it off, does that mean that I have a side effect?
Oh yeah, you become really, really confident.
Mindy, you look at Morgan, and Morgan says, "No, like this is my journey," and you're like, "Yeah, okay. That's good. That's real good. That's what great teammates I have." And in point of fact, like attract likes. If they're great, that means I'm great. And all of a sudden, you are wrapped in a blanket of self-confidence.
Mindy, Captain looks good on you.
Yeah.
I just remembered. I'm the best. Let's get out there, team. We can really do this.
Go past the max.
Go past the max.
Go past the max.
As we go back to the mound, Morgan and I walking together. I do my thing I do all the time is playfully. I have the blaseball. I mind pulling a pin from the blaseball and toss it to her. All right, be explosive out there.
Oh.
I do feel better.
Just who on first base, laughing hysterically at that, as is the case every time you do it. So good. One thing that's interesting, and Darby, you happen to notice it because because you're shortstop and you're a heads up player. It's now the bottom of the fourth inning, and Vespa Blatmasters is about to. I'm sorry, the top of the fourth inning, and you're all still in the field. Vespa Blatmasters is about to head up to bat, and you're tracking her. Hey, Slobs, you're tracking her, Darby, with your eyes, and she turns back to her bench, looking for her dad, and Thaddeus Blatmasters is not there. In point of fact, you're kind of recalling everything. The second that loud thud happened last inning when Canterbury Chill got a hold of one, like a minute or two after that, he vanished. And so he's been gone for a while.
Mindy. Hey, Mindy.
Uh-huh.
Coach Dr. Professor Thaddeus Blatmasters is gone. He's not over there.
The Coach Dr. Professor is gone?
Yeah. I'm concerned that he may have gone to... Maybe all of his doohickeys picked up on what's above us because he left right after that home run.
I'll try and find him. Can you cover my position?
I can. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just kind of sit down crisscross applesauce in the field.
I'm gonna
close
just
my eyes.
I'm just gonna play
sure
pretty far back.
Make sure a blaseball doesn't hit me, okay?
Oh, I got you, Mindy. I got you.
So yeah, Darby, you kind of cheat back behind Mindy, almost play like a short field position, trying to cover really everything between you and Harper's Bazaar on third. And Harper's looks at you. Oh, is Mindy doing the...
It's not cheating, though. It's not about the game.
Oh, no, I figured as much.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be ready.
Hey, Vespa, I'm gonna call a curveball first. Or am I?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know. You can't see my eyes. I'm wearing sunglasses.
Boop. And she hits a button on her helmet and she looks into your eyes. Huh. All right.
And Vespa, do it for yourself.
Morgan,
Darby, are you cheering?
It's reverse psychology.
Oh, nice.
Something.
Yeah,
Morgan, give me
Is that what that
2d6
is?
plus. Give me 2d6 plus sharp.
10.
All right. Nice. Mindy, are you tuning in? 2d6 plus weird, please.
Oh no. 9.
You can ask one question from the tune-in list.
Yes. One question from the tune-in list. There's a squirrel in the infield.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, where is the creature right now? The creature being Coach, Dr. Professor, Mr. Thaddeus Blatmasters.
Thaddeus Blatmasters is currently about 50 feet beyond the right field fence, in a clearing in the woods. He is not moving. He is standing perfectly still, and he is facing away from the field.
Darby.
Yeah.
Coach Professor Dr. Mr. Thaddeus Blatmasters is in the woods, and I think something's happening. I think he knows about the cars.
It's not good. Okay. Next at bat, I'm hitting a home run, so I have an excuse to go back there.
Okay.
Now I have to do it.
I know you can. Darby, we're the best team in the league. I just remembered that a little while ago.
Morgan, Zlobs, the two of you. So Zlobs, you look and see that your second base person, Mindy Mathers, has crossed her legs and is now in a psychic trance, which means that you know that Vespa cannot get a hit here. Morgan has to strike her out. You convey that to Morgan. Morgan, you strike out Vespa Blatmasters on 3 pitches.
Yeah, Morgan.
That's the last out of the half inning, and you all return to the dugout. You all see Vespa Blatmasters, kind of. She doesn't even swing at the third pitch. It gets by. You catch her on the edge of the plate, and she looks back at her dugout and kind of taps on her helmet a couple of times. And even though she's hiding it, you could tell she just barely kicks a little bit of dirt as she walks.
Every time Morgan gets a strikeout, I always go up to the mound and to walk with her back, and I go boom, and slow motion, like a explosion just sent me backwards. Whoa! and then I get up and I look at Jess Who.
Jess Who topples her tank over, whoa, and then spins the wheels. And then a little self-righting mechanism just kind of pushes her back up.
That was great, Morgan.
Harper's Bazaar has some sparklers in her vest, and she fires those off at the same time.
We're the coolest infield.
Hey, that's a good out, Morgan. Like Harper's runs by. It's a good out, Morgan. Great pitches, Morgan.
I pick up Mindy. Still...
Yep. Yeah. So all of you are in the on the bench now, and Darby, it's your turn. Do you let Coach Martinez know what's going on with this?
Yeah. Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
Professor, Dr. Coach Thaddeus Blatmasters. I think he might know something. He's out behind the field. But I'm going to get back there. So when I hit this home run, there's two reasons. It's for the team, and it's also for the team because I need to go find him.
And Coach.
And I'll report back.
And Coach, I know that he's there because, remember, I'm the best.
Coach Martinez Coach Martinez calls timeout, and Coach Singh allows it. Coach Martinez takes a knee, looks you right in the eyes. Mindy Mathers, you are the best. Darby, you're the best. Morgan, Slobs, you're all the best.
Oh, thank goodness.
Do you know why you're the best?
Because we're the sunflowers.
Because you're the sunflowers.
Yeah. We're the best team in the league.
You're the best team in the league.
Yet.
Oh,
we don't have fancy equipment, but we have heart, dang it.
We're probably the best team in the world.
Sunflowers.
1, 2, 3, sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
All right, Darby, you're calling your shot here.
Is she first at bat?
Yeah. No, it's the Slobs you are.
Oh boy, I hope I get on base.
All right. So Slobs, why don't you go? What do you want to do? You want to get on base?
Yeah, I just want to get on base. Put me on first.
Plus cool.
Boom. 11.
Slobs is one of the coolest people you all know.
Yeah. Only second to me.
Rifle Valentine is throwing absolute heat. Everything's a fastball. But the thing is, you swing at a couple, but then you realize both of them are on the outside. Rifle doesn't think you can hit the outside pitch. And so you decide to let Rifle throw a couple of more. And Rifle starts missing on the outside. And all of a sudden you walk.
I steal
Smart
second.
Plays,
I
Labs.
steal second base.
You immediately steal second. Darby?
I steal third.
Give me, all right, steal a third. Why don't you give me 2d6 plus sharp?
I did get a 10 on my cool roll earlier. That didn't matter.
That was a long time ago.
A long time ago. That's right. Sharp 9.
How about that? You steal
that?
third.
Ha! Wild Rifle will let me walk around everywhere. Getting into Rifle's head.
Rifle starts grinding the Blaseball in their glove.
I'm doing it to get inside their head to help out Darby.
Sounds like a pretty good aid roll.
What if I
Darby?
steal home? Huh? Huh?
Darby, 2d6 plus tough plus 1 for Slobs.
8.
All right. I'm going to give you a choice. No. You get 3 things. 2 of them are true. You hit a home run. Thaddeus Blatmasters knows you're coming. Anyone else out there knows you're coming?
I hit a home run. Of course.
Obviously.
Anyone else out there knows I'm coming.
All right. One of the interesting rules in Blittle League, because it promotes teamwork, is that if someone hits a home run, you and everyone else round the bases. And then the second you round the bases, you and everyone else on base has to run into the outfield and find the ball. And that's kind of a rule you can invoke, and you have to play the shadows in your absence, but that is totally allowed. And so, Darby, you get a hold of one, and you send it into right field. Zlobs, it's an easy trot home. Darby, you follow.
I maintain eye contact with rifle the entire time. Bloom, baby.
Zlobs is like strutting so much that I actually round bases before him.
Yeah, you start chasing him home. And yeah, so all of you, the two of you cross. Morgan, all of a sudden you're pitching with a 2-1 lead. And Darby and Zlobs, you head into the outfield.
Oh, that was a great hit.
Yeah, Zlobs looked so good doing that it's actually wearing off my confidence because my brain knew deep down I could never be that cool. I must not be the coolest.
I mean, Zlobs, that was pretty cool that you stole those bases, even though you knew I was going to hit a home run. That was just for show.
Yeah, I love stealing base. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing to do.
Do any of you have siblings?
Yeah, I got one. I got an older sister. She goes to WPI.
Nice.
I have a step sibling.
I've got Declan.
My dad say I'm all they need.
Yeah, Zlobs, your sister at WPI,
Worcester Polyarchonic Institute.
Worcester Polyarchonic Institute sent you a box sent you a box with a prototype in it that said to be used during your first Little League game. And you opened it up before the game, and it's this weird little disc, and there's a note from your sister, and on that note it reads, use in case you need to be in two places at once.
Oh,
What are you laughing at, Zlobs?
I use it.
So you and Darby are standing about to kind of run into the outfield, and the disc has like an adhesive on the back, and you peel it off and you slap it onto your arm because you don't know where else to put it. And all of a sudden, two shimmering holograms appear. One of you, Zlobs, and one of you, Darby.
Zlobs, what did you do?
I don't know. It's cool though. I look at the hologram.
I pull out my sword.
Wow.
Your hologram pulls out like a weird shimmery version. It's not synced up to you. Oh. It's almost like it's kind of answering your thoughts a little bit. Like you say, I'm gonna pull out a sword, and then a couple of seconds later, Darby, the hologram of you, kind of nods and like pulls out a sword. So you send your holograms back into the infield. Yeah, your sister is always giving you interesting stuff. Most of it doesn't work. This one kind of does. Oh, so you've bought yourself a tiny bit of time, courtesy of Zoe Zlobins. And the two of you head into the forest. You know what? This is going to be an important roll.
Oh, I brought my bat. Whoops.
Figured as much.
Might need to hit a grenade far away into the skies.
What? Why would? Oh, you had to hit one. Okay, I usually throw them. That's right.
Whichever one of you is feeling lucky, why don't you just go ahead and give me 2d6 plus 2d6 plus sharp.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, that would be a 13.
Oh.
Okay. Thankfully, you get the drop on the situation. You observe it all. There is a large, roughly 30-foot tall, soup can-looking spaceship sitting in a clearing. It is decloaked. There are a pair of black defensive spheres. You know them well. Both have been destroyed. There are a pair of tall, bird-like humanoid creatures that are sitting on the ground. Both are handcuffed. One has been clearly shot through the arm. Standing in front of them, wearing his body computer and wielding one heck of a laser rifle, is Dr. Professor Coach Thaddeus Blatmasters. And he's just kind of training this gun on him while, and this is, thank goodness, where the 13 came in, you see on his heads-up display from his body computer a countdown clock.
Go ahead.
Under the countdown clock, it says spell slinging and eclipse management, reinforcements inbound. 4:59, 4:58, 4:57.
I take two grenades, throw them over above Thaddeus Blatmasters, and I charge in to free the aliens, not caring if I get shot.
Okay. You toss grenades. Is this for distraction or to harm?
Both. Usually, if you get hurt, it's very distracting.
Very true. All right, roll to kick some butt. 2d6 plus tough.
Oh, 9.
All right. Well, you do get shot.
Classic.
You toss a couple of grenades. Thaddeus Blatmasters heads up display. Errant pitch inbound. And Thaddeus Blatmaster turns around, kind of fires a shot from his laser rifle that blows up one of the grenades. The second one kind of strikes his body computer and explodes at his feet. He ends up putting a shot with his laser rifle that blows apart a chunk of your armor.
Ow.
You take 3 damage total, so you can reduce that with your armor.
Great. That's 1 harm.
That's advanced technology. Morgan and Mindy, the two of you are in the infield. And you see a pair of holograms run back into the infield. And then you hear the clear sound of gunfire.
They don't hear a grenade.
It's part of par for the course with Slavs. When I say gunfire, I mean active grenade usage.
Matters either Zlobs really wants attention, or we should probably go.
It's probably both.
Can I ask Coach to call a timeout? I can just send her a mind message if it's easier.
Yeah. Mindy, I can hear you.
Hi, Coach. It's me, Mindy.
Hey, Mindy.
I'm in the infield right now, and
yes, I see you there.
Pretty well. Hi.
Hi.
See me waving?
Yeah. Hey. Hello.
Okay. I think an emergency is happening, so could you call a timeout?
We've already used up all of our timeouts earlier in the game.
Just have Kit Smith replace me, and yeah, and then you can be replaced as well.
Coach, I think you need to put somebody in for me and Morgan.
You'd be willing to do that?
Of course.
Slobs and Darby are in trouble. We have to trundle as a team. And we have to trouble as a team, too.
Hey, Kit, do you mind? Well,
do I mind?
Do you mind replacing me for a moment?
Heck yeah. And so Kit Schmidt tosses off her leather jacket and puts on her pitcher's mitt and jogs out, and as well as the shadow second base person who hey, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do.
Oh boy.
Hey, chat.
Oh, chat. Chat.
I need a name for the second base person that's going to replace Mindy Mathers.
Oh, hi, John.
Hi, John. Yes, hi, John.
Hi, John.
And hello, chat.
Oh,
Jorts so Grundle. Jorts Grundle, who is an ogre, by the way, thunders his way out of the off the bench.
Hi, Jorts.
I want one of you. Actually, first person in the chat. Hi, chat. Just give me a phrase to describe Jorts Grundle generally.
Oh, boy. Oh, chat, you do not disappoint.
Viscous and hates Jorts. That's a meatball.
All right, I think I got something to go on here. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Does that spell vicious or viscous?
I think that's viscous.
like a fluid.
Jorts Grundle is 7'2", 4 feet wide, but viscous, nice and limber. And Jorts kind of jogs up. Going in, coach. In you go. Mindy needs to take a break. You got it. And Jorts takes kind of a big run and a big leap, does a somersault over the foul line, which is a Jorts Grundle special.
Yeah.
And then
hi, Jorts.
Hi, Mindy.
Thanks for coming in for a while.
No problem. First game of the year for Jorts Grundle.
First game for all of us.
First game for all of us. And Jorts Grundle, because he is a particularly viscous ogre, can kind of unhinge his shoulders and kind of spread out a little bit. And so now there's this giant, like, leathery pocket that is defending second base. Jorts Grundle.
I am really, really longing to know if Jorts Grundle has any secrets, but I know this is an emergency situation, so I leave it alone for now. Just know, Game Master, that it's something on my mind. I run out of there.
Does Jorts say their catchphrase about spheres of food?
You are all Morgan, Mindy, you're all sprinting along the foul line.
Yeah.
As you do, you pass the holograms that instantly crackle out, which, yep, that's Slobs' sister trying a new experiment and failed. And so you all sprint out there. More shadows come in. As you hop over the fence, you realize you're not the only thing going over the fence. Kit Schmidt has let up a 2-run home run. And as it went sailing, you hear from the infield, "That's a meatball." The 4 of you join the battle. Thaddeus Blatmasters is at this point putting down suppressing fire. Slobs and Darby, the 2 of you are hiding behind trees as just like laser rifle fire is like blowing chunks of bark off. Morgan, Mindy, the 2 of you trundle up and join.
I'm going to throw an electric blaseball that undercuts a tree because I know exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it cuts a tree so that it falls on Thaddeus.
Yeah, that's a really cool way to do it. Why don't you give me 2d6? Yeah, you're very good at this.
Can I help just in case?
Absolutely.
If can I imagine Morgan has a pop up? I pop up with Morgan, knowing that she's about to throw something. So usually I catch her baseballs, but I'm going to catch suppressing fire for her.
Fair enough. That'll do it. Slobs, give me 2d6 plus cool. Morgan, give me 2d6 plus weird.
11.
7.
All right. So you Slobs, you kind of stand up and get big. Morgan, you get up and throw the electric blaseball. One of the trees immediately splinters and shatters and starts twisting and spinning and come crashing down. Thaddeus has a couple of targets to choose from. And he ends up popping off a couple of shots at you, Slobs. You take one more. You take 3 more damage.
Ow!
So
Ow.
1 harm. Yeah, you need to repair this armor. Also, you're bleeding from your ribs.
That's fine.
I'm having
the tree comes crashing down on Thaddeus. The battle computer, the combat computer he's wearing, the body computer, breaks apart. His helmet comes flying off. And the heads-up display is still like broadcasting against a tree. 2 minutes. 1:59. 1:58.
Oh, what's that?
Darby.
I'm gonna run up and grab Thaddeus and fly him right into the clouds where I can negotiate a little bit better.
That's
he doesn't seem like a man who's flown without.
That's Darby's office.
I love it.
Darby, you can't lift him out of his computer, can you?
I can certainly try.
It's broken somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of all crushed and crumpled around him.
I'll hang on to his shoes so you can pop him out of it like a banana.
Like a
Yeah, you hold the bottom of a banana and you pull out the non-peel part. It makes sense. It's a good analogy.
Talk about it later. We'll talk about it.
Workshop it, Mindy.
So yeah, you Slobs, Morgan, Mindy, like Darby with a series of infield signals that you all know well because you're the Sunflowers. Pretty much kind of gets you all forward. Slobs, you dive, you grab the now wounded Thaddeus around the ankles. Mindy, Morgan, you kind of grab like chunks of the body computer and start peeling it, much like the peel of a banana. And at that point, Darby, you sprint, brass wings extend, hoist him up under the arms, and pull him like a carrot out of the ground. And all of a sudden, you are in the sky.
Have you ever flown before, Coach Professor? Doctor! Sorry, I forgot the doctor.
Business class for international, coach for domestic. Why?
Oh, this is the holy class. We'll start talking when we get to the clouds, buddy.
Thaddeus Blatmasters is doing his best not to express absolute unvarnished terror here. You are taking him up into the hazy clouds above. It's cold up here and windy and dewy. And Thaddeus Blatmasters, the color has gone from his face.
He is very lucky that I did not bring all those computers up here because they would never work again. Coach. So while we're in flight, I'm going to need to ask you to call off whatever reinforcements are coming. Because I'm not about to see a war break out during the very first game of the entire season.
Darby O'Darcy, shortstop, right?
That's me.
I don't think, Darby, you understand what's important here. Sitting below kind of adjust. Sitting below us is an alien spaceship full of technology that the Office of Spell Slinging and Eclipse Management can use to keep people safe.
To keep people safe? You mean so that the Carnations gonna win more games? What? So you're gonna steal this technology? What kind of good use? How are you gonna keep people safe with this?
Well, I don't know until we take it all apart.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
Well, I don't trust you either.
Guess how far up in the air we are. Because I can drop you. I'm a shortstop.
All right, what do you want?
Okay. I want you to call off those reinforcements to get back to your dugout so we can finish this game. And I want you to leave our alien friends alone. If you want technology, you can invent it. Isn't that what you're a professor of? Yeah. Or you could talk to them. That's also fine too. Maybe they'll give you some of it. I don't know, but you shouldn't take it by force.
You're telling me a game is more important than potentially decades of new technology?
Yeah, I am.
2d6 plus charm. Plus 1 because you're in the sky.
In the office.
12.
Huh. You sound just like Vespa. A game. Huh. Fine. I agree. But I'm going to need what's left of my body computer to call off the reinforcements.
That sounds like a fair trade. Coach.
Yeah?
You said I sound like Vespa? We've had some one-on-one times. I seem to find myself with some Blatmaster one-on-one time lately. You should listen to her sometime. Just give it a try. She's a pretty good person. So, you've got that to be proud of. I hope you will be.
He's a lot less talkative on the way down.
Oh, when they approach, we've freed the aliens, and Zlobs is eating buckets of goo with them. That is good. Mm.
Yeah, the three of you are really tucking into some goo. And we'll get to that.
Great.
Final score, Cambridge Carnations 7, Somerville Sunflowers 3. Aboard the ship after the game, Coach Martinez joins you and introduces Smith and Hernandez. Hernandez, who seems to be in charge, looks at the four of you. So, how's Coach Martinez as a coach?
She's the best. I love
the
Coach so much.
best.
Oh
So
my goodness.
good.
Would you just pass to Max so much?
Always
Oh,
supports us.
I just feel like
Always
it's
tells
so
us
love
things.
her.
so much better.
And
I
she's
feel like
like-
I'm a great sportsmanship.
Basically,
I really,
just
It used to be like really sad when I met her, and she didn't feel like better about it.
I just really
you
love her. She just really
Have
always
you
there for
told
us.
us to go past
Yeah,
Max.
we go past Max. Max. Go past
And
Max.
go past Max.
The rescue fleet, low Earth orbit. Smith and Hernandez are on a big screen. You see that big screen is on a dozen different ships. Clusters of Coach Martinez's people are kind of watching or listening over intercoms. Initial surveillance positive. Coach Rebecca Martinez has maintained at this point many years of fruitful contact with humans, has demonstrated a strong desire to make them better people, to the point where they were willing to lose a game to keep her friends, who they've never met, safe. Rescue mission complete. Continued surveillance recommended. Go Sunflowers.